What is the difference between truth and lies? How do you distinguish between giving your all to honesty and being clear about who you are and what you are, and why shouldn't you tell lies? And what's the difference between telling a lie and seeing the future and pretending to be better than you are currently so that you can have success? Dress for success, is that a lie? Just sort of radiating out that delusional reality of high belief in yourself. So how do we determine and distinguish between these two things? And also, what is the damage of a lie? So I'm very, 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 very passionate of truth. My name in the higher realms is speaker of truth. I'm shown with a sword and with wings, and that is who I am in the higher realms. I'm the speaker of truth. I have told very, 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 very few outright lies on this planet. I want to say none. I want to say I've never told a lie. Someone asked me once if I knew something and I did know it and I said I don't know. That was a lie at one point. But it wasn't really an outright lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't speak lies, and I'm very passionate about it, and it just comes very naturally to me to not speak lies. So it took me this, I actually have an easier time delivering these sermons to you. Oh, I'm already awake. I hope that the audio is still clear on my phone. If you guys can't hear me, let me know. If you can't hear me, you don't know what I'm saying. Okay. So a lot of times I'm better at delivering sermons on things that I didn't know and that I learned so that I can explain it to you. But truth for me is something that has come with my birth. So it's harder for me to figure out how to explain it to you, but I think I got it figured out. So the idea of truth is that you are on a frequency. We've been showing this image a couple weeks in a row now. I'm going to open it up. You're on a potential frequency of light and of love, and you can choose to be closer on the path to joy or off of it. And we have shown this several different times in our drawings over the last few weeks. And what it looks like is this. So you have this is space. Okay, this is like reality. This is like your potential path. Okay, so you as a being are this beautiful, bright light, golden light, let's say, and you are glowing and you're radiating. So let's say that you're born. What's the wrong button? You're born and you're glowing and you're radiating, and it's so beautiful. And there is this isn't going to be easy to do on here. Hang on. Just take a second. I'll just try this around. Okay. Yeah, it's just going to take a second. You guys love my MS Paint art, huh? I know you do. Okay. This is, you know what this is? This is your path to the most divine reality. And it's not everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's only a certain path. You can't go in any direction to get to the most divine reality. You kind of have to travel along a specific path. And that specific path, you have the blueprint. You have the map for this path. Nobody else does. Only you, because every person's path is unique. So this is your road along the path to joy. The last few weeks we've been showing it sideways, but this week we're showing it straight up because time isn't actually linear. So when we are looking at this path, this is alignment. This is something you can do in any moment. You can align your energy with your true heart's reality. So this rainbow is actually the key for you to put the most divinity into your physical body. So here you are as a divine entity. If you're aligned, when you're aligned, you radiate out joy and love and compassion and happiness and power and just divine energy, okay? It is your choice to send your consciousness in any direction. You could go this way, you could go that way. You can create entire realities out here if you want, in the ether and the darkness. But this is going to be not that fun. Okay? So this is what a lie is. Let's say that someone is over here and they want to trick people and harm people. And they've used their divine energy and they have not aligned with their true heart's compass. And out of insecurity or fear or pain, they have created a false reality of negativity spiraling out here in the ether and the darkness. They are not aligned. This is what we call malicious lies. This is someone who does not have ethics. This is someone who is tricking or hurting or harming other people. This is what lies create. It's a false path. And it's out of alignment with divinity. You can do this. We live in a free will zone. You have every right to create a deceptive reality if you want. The result of this deceptive reality that you create is going to be short-term material success, this is not the font that we should be using. We're going to have short-term material success. Okay, that's one of the things that you can have when you're on this path. You can also have, what are some of the other benefits here? Oh. Hang on. Okay, short-term material success. You can have maybe like a sense of superiority. I spell that right. A sense of superiority, but then deeper feelings of insecurity is the reality there. These are lies. This is what a lying reality. A reality built on lies. Oh Lord. Should have done this in Photoshop. I didn't even think I was gonna do this today. Okay. You can do this if you want. You can have this life. Okay, but this is your other choice of a reality built on truth. And the result of living authentically, the benefits of actually being in alignment with truth. So the reason why truth is on this divine path, and like I was saying, every person's true heart is leading them on their own journey, on their own path of joy. So your version of truth is going to be a little bit different than someone else's version of truth. What this means is not, oh, my version of truth is that I'm the best and you're the worst, because that is not rooted in compassion. All truth has to be rooted in the spirit of uni. The spirit of uni is that which connects all dimensions. The spirit of uni is love. So when we root our energy in this compassionate energy, we are first compassionate to ourselves. And we're going to talk about this a little bit later when we talk about delusion and reality. Because people might think that you're lying when you're speaking certain things about reality that aren't yet happening, aren't yet come to pass. So you have your own key to this truth, and this truth is built on true success, like the deepest sense of success that you could possibly have. And what I mean by that is not external success, but internal success. When you feel like every day you're truly successful, you feel like you're truly who you want to be and what you want to do, you're doing it. The other result of living in a state of truth is just freedom. You are not having to worry all the time. And I think that that's what people don't realize about lies, is that it's a prison of your own creation, because you create a lie and you're stuck in this negative spiral over here, and you can't actually even come back over here until you tell the truth. You have to be honest. You have to align yourself with the truth. But once you create this reality, it's scary and hard to do that. So you have true freedom when you tell the truth and when you are who you really want to be. What are some other things of truth? True success, freedom. It's divinity. You're just like living the most divine reality possible when you speak the truth. Anything outside of the truth is going to create this imprisoned, negative reality of pain and fear, and it perpetuates pain and fear. In our world, we have free will. We have the right. We have the absolute possibility to create a false reality over here. We have the ability to create negative happenings and to trick people and harm them and build our life up from that place. All of our businesses and business leaders and politicians are living in this space. Even celebrities are presenting an image that they don't necessarily feel is their true self. And when we're talking about lies, we're talking about lies that you tell to hurt other people, and we're talking about lies that you tell to hurt yourself. And you might not realize this. And when we talk about rooting ourselves in compassion, we need to realize that this compassion needs to start within ourselves. We need to have compassion for ourselves first and foremost. So what's an example of a lie that you tell that is to hurt yourself? That would be a lie like, I want to be a medical doctor. That's a lie that's not true for me. I don't want to be a medical doctor. But because, let's say, I have been brainwashed by society to believe that that is the most prestigious job that exists, that I should do it. And so I tell myself that lie, and I put myself on this path of negativity, because that is not my true heart's desire. That is not going to lead me to true success. That is going to lead me to short-term material success, false success, societal success, but it's not going to be deep inside my heart, because in this case, I do not truly want to be a doctor. Some people do truly want to be doctors. That's why this is unique for each person. You need to learn yourself and what your reality is. You need to learn what your true heart's desires are, and you need to dismantle societal and parental expectations that have been ingrained in your brain that you are mixing up with true success. So lies that we tell ourselves, lies that we tell to hurt ourselves, are lies that take us off of our true-hearted desire. They are lies that deny our heart's whim. They are lies that deny our heart's truest longing for success. So when you tell those lies and you're off the path of joy, you're in this darker place, it's hard to gain your compass again. It's hard to hear it sometimes. People ask me all the time, Unicole, what does it even mean to listen to your true heart? I don't even know what that means. What is that even a thing? And the answer is yes. You've just been detoured so much. And for some people are more sensitive than other people. Some people have a deeper connection. Some people cannot live. I'm one of these people. I cannot live in a false way. It's so uncomfortable to me. But even for me, what I learned is that the longer you spend being your authentic self, the easier it becomes to be your authentic self, and the harder it is to tolerate being your false self. And when I say being your false self, I mean for me, this was someone who was, trying to live into social expectations. I was trying to be societally successful. I was trying to fit into gender conformity. I was trying to do the path that my parents said was the right path rather than listening to what I truly wanted. So we all do this to some degree. It's a survival technique in order to get by in the society, because the society is not Unitopian. In our Unitopian reality, everyone will be accepted and embraced for exactly who and what they are. We don't have that right now. Only certain types of people are rewarded with societal success and with love even. So we are the first wave of people who are having to break out of this societal structure, this rigid societal conforming nature. And we are standing up and saying, this is toxic to me. My mental illness, my chronic illness, my depression, my anxiety are not wrong with me. They're symbols, they're messengers that this life is unsustainable for me and that we need to make a change, and that I require a different type of life. I require a different type of support. I require more freedom. I require more love. I require compassion and protection from greed. It is hard to be this first wave. It is hard to stand up against these systems, but it is essential, and the work that we are doing for future generations cannot be undermined. The work that you do for yourself cannot be undermined. Every day that you spend working toward presenting your authentic self to the world and living in this state of truth is going to be internally rewarding. Truly, because it's a spiritual reality and not a physical one. Spiritual reality is eternal, physical is temporary. That's our clue as to which is more important, as to what we should be focusing on. So when we talk about delusion, and we talk about this a lot in Unicult, we talk about delusion versus ambition. And how do you know what a delusion or an ambition is? When you guys ask me how old I am, I tell you 100. The reason why I say that I'm 100 is because there is so much societal energy associated to age and femme ages that it changes the way you treat me. If I told you that I am 19, you would treat me very differently. If I told you that I was 49, it would change the way that you treat me. So I say that I'm 100 to erase this, because your reality would be changed by societal expectation for who and what I am. I don't like to be not forthcoming with my age, but in this case, I believe that it allows me to be my authentic self because I am ageless, because I do not exist within the social conformity of age. I do not say, oh, I'm 67, so I need to be acting like a 67-year-old. And I need to be feeling like a 67-year-old. And you would look at me and you would be like, and you're thinking now, is Unicole 67? Is Unicole 19? It changes your reality. And my reality is that I'm not an age. I am free from those restrictions. So I try to communicate that to you. Is that a lie? It's not the truth, but it also helps you understand my truth. And that's what's important. My truth is that I don't attach to age, and I'm trying to communicate my truth to you in that way. Another example of this. I see a lot of people on Instagram. This is like a really common thing on Instagram for whatever reason. People say things in their bio. They say aspiring model, aspiring actress. If you knew the amount of the disservice that you're doing to yourself by adding the word aspiring, maybe you've never done a photo shoot. Maybe you've never been in a film. Adding the word aspiring is more honest and it's less delusional. But when we're talking about our true heart, if your true heart's desire is to be a model, you can put on your Instagram profile that you're a model. Because this is about doing a disservice to yourself. This is about telling yourself a lie. Are you telling yourself a lie by saying, I'm not yet what I wish to be? You are, in this case, by not believing that you are truly already a model, even without your modeling abilities. If your true heart, if you're just like, I want to be a model so bad, like, I aspire to be a model, like, yes, maybe that's reality. But in your true heart, you know that that's your future and you desire it and you live for it. Then that is not a lie. That is your truth. That is your true heart. So you are allowed to say, I am a model. What your truth is what your truth is. And to not do a disservice to yourself is to stand up for who you are in your future, for who you are as your highest self, for who you are reaching to be, and to embrace that in reality so that you can communicate it to other people so that other people understand your divine reality. Bring your divine reality into this world through your words, through your belief in yourself. A lie is something that is deceptive to harm yourself or another. Your personal reality, you are allowed to step into your personal reality of who you desire to be and speak it as your truth, even if it's not yet true. That is not a lie. Because your internal reality, your true heart's desire, your true heart's knowing, knows it to be true. And this is just as important as physical reality, if not in this case, more important. So what I'm trying to make the distinction between for you is you have to get really good at listening to your heart and listening to what you truly believe and listening to your heart's compass. And you do this with intuition, you do this with meditation, and you can tap into your feeling and you can say, I want to be a doctor. And your body sinks in this case, right? You actually want to be a model, right? Your body sinks, but you're like, but I really need to be a doctor because that's how I'm going to get societal success. That's a lie. That is damaging to you and the world. If you say, I want to be a model, and you just start brightening up and your body tingles and you feel amazing, that is your truth. And I'm not saying everyone should be models. I'm not saying no one should be a doctor. I'm saying every person has a unique divine path. And we put ourselves into these boxes of doctor, lawyer, model, actress, government worker, social worker. And we try to be like, oh, which box am I? No, you're you. That's the only box there is that you can possibly fit into is your unique box. We try to conform to society, and in doing that, we have to put ourselves into different situations. Every moment might not be aligned with your true heart's desire, even if you're following your true life's path, because society isn't utopian yet. Eventually it will be. But all the work that we do is going to help that. So by listening to your true heart and honoring your personal reality, those words that you speak, and this is a real thing that I have done that has worked. I started saying I was a pop star cult leader. At the time that I started saying that, the only people in my cult were friends who I had shoved applications in their hand, and the only music I had made was on my phone with broken keyboards. And I got 100% downvotes on all the music videos I uploaded. I would get 10 views and I would get 10 downvotes. And I started saying, I'm a pop star cult leader. Was that a lie? No, because it wasn't to trick or harm anyone. That was my true heart's desire. That was my true inner knowing. And I followed that true inner knowing, and I stuck with it because it made me feel bright. It made me feel happy. It gave me energy. It made me feel empowered. It made me feel alive. It filled me with divine energy because that is my rainbow. That is my divine path. And I knew that. So I started speaking it. And as I spoke it, that helped me communicate my authentic self to the world. It wasn't a lie. It was my ability to communicate who I really am. And because it is truly who I really am, it manifested as my reality, and it's empowering me with joy. Let's say that you are out at a bar and you see a girl that you want to hit on. Let's say this is me and I'm doing this. I would never do this, but let's say it is. And I see her and I say, you know what? I want her to think that I'm better than I am because I want to impress her, because I want to make out with her. So I say, oh yeah, I'm the heiress of Walmart and I have a yacht. And then she's all, oh really? That's a lie. And it's meant to trick someone. It's not true. It's not in alignment with my true heart. And it's only going to cause potential short-term material success, a sense of superiority, but deeper feelings of insecurity and a mental prison. That is a lie. That is creating a reality outside of divinity. When you lie maliciously, when you lie to trick someone into a reality that is not your true reality, you are cutting yourself off from the divinity that you are owed in this world. That all you have to do is align yourself and divinity flows into your life. Aligning yourself with your own ethical standards, your own heart, and opening up that channel allows divinity to come in. When you cut yourself off from that by lying maliciously, you are isolating yourself in your own mental prison. You're putting yourself into a separate reality that God, the spirit of uni, whatever you consider as something higher, the beautiful, methodical, divine energy that exists in all things did not intend for you to feel, because it's pain. Just as we touch a fire and we get burned and we say, ow, and we remove our hand from the flame, emotional pain is the same type of messenger. Nobody puts their hand in a flame and says, oh, this is just the way it was meant to be, and they just burn their hand off. That's psychotic. So why do we do it with our mental states? Why do we allow toxic energy to radiate through our lives? Why do we allow inauthentic expression to rule us when all it does is cause us fecund pain? It is an alarm bell. Depression, pain, mental prisons, feelings of sinking energy. Tune into these. They are your alarm bell to move toward a more authentic, more honest place. So when we talk about creating our own reality in Unicult, we are talking about creating this reality of truth, We are talking about aligning ourselves with our unique vision for success, with our unique vision for the world's success. And we're talking about rooting it in compassion and love for all, because we are all one. None can thrive while any other suffers. When you understand that we are all one, you never will harm another person, because you only want success for yourself. And we're talking about true success. Got too many facts. Okay, well that's what I'm talking about today. Lies versus reality and delusion, and truth, and the importance of truth. By telling lies, just if you take one thing away, just know that by telling lies, you're cutting yourself off from your divine self. You're cutting yourself off from the rewards of divinity. And by tapping into your own personal truth and standing up for yourself and not telling lies that hurt yourself, by telling truth for who you really are, you're opening up your path to joy. You are opening up your most divine channel for the highest reality. Thank you for attending Camp Church. We'll do our closing prayer now. Spirit of Uni, please allow each viewer to see their true self clearly. Please allow the divine energy to flow so strongly through their body today so that they can clearly see the path of joy that they can take, so they can clearly see where they have been lying to others and to themselves to hurt themselves or others without realizing it. Please allow them to forgive themselves for the path that they have taken up until this point, and please allow them the courage and the bravery to align themselves with their true heart's honesty and their true heart's truth, so that they can continue to live in a state of pure, authentic reality that might be uncomfortable for other people, but that will actually bring about a greater sense of peace and a greater flood of joy, a new era of joy. An era of joy. Oh, that makes my heart sing. A Unitopian era of joy and peace, unlike any this planet has ever seen before. Blessings to all. Uni bless.